And so it is. The season starts, but the results stay the same. Arsenal 1, Man United 0. But look, I'm going to be positive. I think it's a game that we probably should have won. If I sit here honestly, yeah, I know I'm not an Amarin outer. I'm not back him 100%, but I back him more than maybe a few. But I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. Everybody expected us to get a smacking. I did say we were going to win the game, but on the performance shown in that game in particular, I think we did really well. Arsenal obviously had Gyökeres added to their squad, the final piece to their puzzle, and we're still searching for the middle of our puzzle, and we didn't play with the top end of our puzzle. But all in all, I'm not disappointed. I'm really not disappointed. The result, yes, granted, but not the actual performance, the actual level of work that we put in. Steph, how you doing? Certainly don't feel like United. Certainly doesn't feel like a United defeat. Ball just didn't drop to us except Viander Klinger. We'll get onto that. Good performance against a well-organised team. Yo, Luca, I hope you're doing well, man. What's this? Come on, UG. How dare you? How dare you? Yeah, thank you, Steph. Guys, if you are watching on Twitter, jump over, man, so that we can have a conversation. But look, obviously the team that was put out, a lot of people are hoping maybe that Sesko was going to start. I didn't think he would have started. I hope he would have got half an hour at the end. He got 25 minutes, which is probably about right. He started with maybe a rotation of Mount and Cunha, to be fair. And Bremo tended to stay on his side. Defensively, the defense is what I called. I think that's the strongest maybe defense that we've got at the moment in regards to Yara on the right. Delit and Shaw. I know Shaw's not everybody's favourite cup of tea, but when he's fit, he tends to show up. Obviously, Dorgu, we knew he was going to start. I think he's going to have an impressive season. We started with Casemiro and Bruno, which I didn't fancy, but I think Casemiro played all right. Obviously, Bruno is Bruno. He played. And he started with Dalot over Ahmad, which I suppose was more down to the threat that he thought that Arsenal would have posed. Then he went with Mount, Cunha, and Mbeumo. First 10 minutes, I think both teams started a bit nervously, but I think we grew into the game. We had more than one chance. Sorry, we had more than one chance in the game created, but I just feel that it was down to the situation that we know that we have at the club. Our squad's not finished, and one position that we have been moaning about for the last season is still not been rectified. Yo, Anthony, hope you're doing well, man. Yeah, we know. I know you was. But look, there's not really much we could do about it now. The game's already. So yeah, it was a I just can't get over the disappointment. Arsenal are going to be what they're going to be. Tale of two goalkeepers. You're right. Both obviously the goal that we conceded. I still don't understand what he did or what he was doing. As a goalkeeper, you control that area. That's your area. You know, you get protected to a certain extent. And the fact that he reached the ball and somehow Papadon risked it in again, was an absolute joke. Moving forward, we do need the central midfielder. Regardless of who it is, they need to the central midfielder. We can't wait for Baleba to come in. That's the next year, maybe. With all the other clubs that are going to be interested in, we have to be Champions League to even have a chance or a sniff around him. Bruno, I like Bruno, but we know what his weaknesses are. I mean, he gave the ball away on more than one occasion. Yeah, I'm only on 9, on more than one occasion, which isn't surprising considering Bruno is what Bruno is. Do we have a problem? Yo, I hope you're doing well, Big G man. If we don't get another central midfielder, we are in trouble. Agate came on, and boy, we probably would have been better off keeping the tied Casemiro on. His limitations are being exposed game after game now. I don't think he's a first choice. Actually, I know we know he's not a first choice, but he's our only choice. The fact that we're playing once a week maybe might benefit Casemiro, and I'm now talking about Casemiro in the middle with Bruno. I'm not really interested in that. I'll be honest. I'm really not interested in that. Let's see what we got here. Big G. Bruno is garbage. Should have sold him. Yeah, we should have done, but they put the choice. They put the ball in his court. And he said he didn't want to go, and Amrin obviously said he didn't want to go. Stephanie's got Cunha was our best player. Just end it over a boomer for me as our man of the match. Yeah, Cunha he offers something that we don't have, or we didn't have. He's driving, his aggression. I think his enthusiasm as well. Way that he went into the corner and was G'ing up the crowd. Yeah, most definitely he's gonna be a big player for us. He had an opportunity as well. Again, Steph, you were talking about the tale of two goalkeepers. He had the shot against Raya, and Raya somehow got his hand down right by his feet to flick it away. You know, look at the chances we had. Now we're talking about that one. The other one that comes to mind is Dorgu's shot against the post as well. I'm sure there's going to be more. Luke Chapman, how you doing, man? My Northampton Town team lose yesterday, sadly. Very, very happy. No, unlucky, mate. That's all right. I assume that you're a United fan as well, boy. That's just double painful for you then, yeah? Something that I do need to ask. We've been talking about the formation, it not working. Question, guys in the chat. I know there's only a few of us. Was the issue today the formation? I don't think it was. I think the formation played fine. So I'm hoping come the next game and the next game after that, now that you can see the improvements and the stuff that he's obviously implemented in training and stuff that he wants to do now seems to be working. So people can stop talking about this formation not working. We dominated the game. Let me just get the stats up. 1 minute. Because I know obviously it was just with the eye test, but let's have a look. XG, I'm not really interested in XG, but 1.59, this is 105. Ball possession, 61%. Did anybody ever expect us to dominate the ball against Arsenal? Total shots, 22 to Arsenal's 9. 7 shots on target to three Arsenal shots on target. Yellow cards, they took 4. I mean, our passes, we had 395 out of 476. They had 222 over 296. I mean, look, let's not get it twisted. I think it's a game that we should have won. Shots outside the box, just to say how the game went. Shots outside the box, 15. Their shots outside the box were 5. That was shots inside the box. Sorry, 15 to their 5. Shots outside the box, 7 to 4. We hit the woodwork once. I mean, I don't know how much more we could have done, you know, to try and win the game. So I don't want anybody talking to me about formation, telling me it's a formation issue. Um, it's not a formation issue. It's now a player issue. Let's have a look. Issue today was misfortune, not misformation. Yeah, misformation. Yeah, misformation. Yeah, that's right. Let's see. Roy Keane, Anthony, Roy Keane blaming the keeper, saying he should have stood it. Yes, exactly. That's my point. He was too weak. Look at when the ball came in for Raya. Raya would have punched off the Lit's head if the Lit's head was any higher, and that's what you do. You get the ball out of the box. Fine. I know they don't fill you with positivity. We played better, but can't see results being much better. Why do you don't? So even the fact that we dominated a team, all right, we didn't win the game. We didn't win the game, but the goal that was conceded was an error that everybody can see. You still don't feel that there's been some sort of progression. I think the results are going to change. Honestly, I really, really do. Yo, Matty, I hope you're doing well, man. I'm glad Jokeres stank today, boy. Let's see. As positive as me, are we dominated the game? Should have got something from it. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling, Matty. That is how I'm feeling at the moment. I'll be honest. I'm not disappointed with the performance. I'm not. I'm really, really not disappointed with the performance. That was Arsenal's A team that they had out there. Who was missing from the team? Nobody. Nobody. We had Sesko missing. Will Sesko do better than the forward that we played today? Only time will tell. We're hoping that he does. We know we're missing a goalkeeper, and we know we're missing that central midfielder. He probably will, and he should do. They're a better team than us, so that's not even an argument you're gonna get from me. But I'm afraid. I so want to take the piss out of you to see you're upset, Mister V. So I'll message you on WhatsApp. That's fine, but you know what? I'm not. I'm not going to be pissed about the game. I'm not going to be pissed. So you message away, man. Let's have a look, Big G. It's not the formation. It's a certain player plays in. Yeah, I know. And this is he's gonna live by that or die by that. But you have to understand Bruno's numbers. If he didn't do what he did for us last season, we would have been in this shit. We really, really would have been in this shit. Maybe this season we can afford to not play him so much. I mean, I'll be honest. I would take Mason Mount in the role that Bruno plays. I would put it out there. I think Mason Mount follows everybody's instruction. That's why managers like him. But I think he can play the role. He does get stuck, and you saw the tackles. He covers ground. He gets his head up before he passes. I don't have a problem Mason Mount playing in that role. Whether he will do it or not is another issue. Let's have a look. But Zubamendi and Rice need some more time on the pitch, and then they will walk all over Man United's midfield. Well, do you know what? That's now going to have to come a lot later on in the season. But they both played and they didn't walk over Man United's midfield, or the two-man midfield of Bruno and old man Casemiro. So keep talking. Nothing but positivity from me from this one, boy. Let's have a look. Losing to a dull, unambitious Arsenal is not a reason to be upset. They weren't dull and unambitious. They're just the same Arsenal that have been sideways, sideways, sideways. That's them all over. You don't you? Well, would all right. I'll put this to you, Matty. Would he do a better job in there than Bruno? I'm gonna ask that. I'll wait for your reply. Yeah, I understand. Big G, Big G. I know that. I got a team on the Saturday. When we lose and play better than the opposition, I'm pissed. So yeah, I get it. It's about the points, and I said that in a couple of my WhatsApp messages. They've got the points. That's the most important thing. I'm gonna sit here being a positive guy, a positive Pete. Just because I I didn't expect us to have played like that. I expected Arsenal to dominate. People saying, "Oh, they need time to settle," but yeah, then so do we with that two-man load of trash that we've got in there. You know what I mean? There you go. He got welcomed. He got welcomed in fun. Let's be honest. Arsenal were awful, but we made them look awful. That's how I look at it. Okay, fair enough. You think she'd be the same? Fair enough. Let's have a look. Big G. Mason Mount presses more and closes down more. Defo better than Bruno. Yeah, I'm taking him. I'm taking him. I would take him in there over Bruno. I just think he wouldn't be so extravagant with these passes. Oh, you're off. When you flying out? I bet you're flying out tomorrow. 3 weeks is a long time, boy. And don't be going over there moaning about the heat, mate. I'm disappointed not to see Xerxes. I think that's another. I think that's another 2 weeks away. To be fair, Adrian Phillips, my brother. Everyone seems to forget Bruno part in conceding the corner. What did he do? I don't remember that part. Maybe you're right, which makes it even worse. Is that where he gave? What did Bruno do? Was that the short pass? Was that the short? Was that the kind of little flick pass that he played into Dorgu? Was that part of it? Stephanie, my shout of remaining unbeaten for as long as possible lasted one game. But listen, we've got Fulham next. You know, home or away. I'm going to assume it's away. That's a game that we should be winning. And if we don't win that, then obviously, then maybe you do start to question it. But I don't see how we drop off. I don't see how they're going to be disappointed with the performance today. And I'm with Sesko another week at the club, then maybe he's going to get his start. Bloody hell, Big G. I think he's trying to put you off. I think he's trying to put you off fine there. Guys, look, obviously I've forgotten the housekeeping as usual. We are on our way to 4K. We did say before the start of the season, we know it's not going to happen. That's not an issue. But when we do hit 4K, you got a chance to win one of the a Man United shirt of your choice with a number and name. Obviously with the goalkeeper performance today, we know it's not going to be a goalkeeper performance. Also, for the price of $3 a month, 99p, you could become a member. You then have the opportunity to win a signed Brian Robson shirt with a certificate of authenticity. Also, you have the chance to join me on a Thursday or a Friday. It's supposed to be Friday, but there seem to be a few Premier League games on a Friday at the moment. We don't really want to clash. We don't want to rock the Premier League the Premier League watch numbers by running our show. So we need sometimes the Premier League mix zone will be on a Thursday. So yes, you have the opportunity to join me on that as well. Let me get back to the nonsense. Let's have a look. Oh wow, enjoy. Let's have a look. Tippy tappy in the box, the dog. Yes, you're right. And the thing is, you say that I need to remember that for tomorrow. Although so there's going to be people in here who do remember that. I completely forgot his part in the corner. So again, it's the little things that lead to little things that people don't realize and don't remember. But moving forward, I'm quite positive about what we've got, what we're doing. Whether or not it lasts, and I end up wanting to smash the TV every time they run is a whole nother issue. But first game positivity, I did think we were going to beat Arsenal. We didn't. The performance was a lot better than I thought it was. I think our back three defenders wise, sure, didn't really put a foot wrong. Euro is just a Rolls Royce, and I think Delit was as aggressive as he needed to be. Casemiro, for his part, the time that he was on the pitch, did okay. He made one or two crunching tackles. Dorgu, I think he's going to be the standout player for us this season. I can see a lot happening with him. Dallo, I didn't want him to start, and I'm never going to want him to start over Ahmad. I understand why. And Bremo, in the first half and in the second half, he was a constant threat. He gave Zubimendi a nice welcome to the Premier League, but with a little arm in his face. Nothing dirty, nothing malicious. Carried on playing. Cunha, He's definitely gonna be a favorite of ours. I like him a lot. I like him a lot. So those two players that he bought are gonna bring so much more to our team. I think the link up with um Ahmad and in Bremer when Ahmad came on as well. There's combinations that you can see happening. Um, United Terrace, I haven't seen you before. How you doing? Why didn't Amin go all out with an attacking lineup of Seska and Ahmad from the start? I think he wanted to give himself a chance in the game. I always thought that Dallo was going to start over Ahmad just because he's defensively stronger. Sesko, would you start him 108? Whatever we spent on him, 70 odd million, and he's only had a week's training. I mean, he probably could have done, but then how much minutes are you giving him? So I think all in all, I think he maybe got it. I think he maybe got it right. Big G, I think to be fair, he's on Richie's channel. If you really want to find him and and kill him, I think he's on Richie's channel. To be fair, he's if you follow his YouTube channel, then maybe there's a little bit of information up there. But yeah, United Terrace, welcome to the madness, man. Welcome to the madness, man. Bar Farn, is there anybody else full of negativity about the performance today? Is it only me and half Matty, I would say, who feel, and Steph, to be fair, who are feeling positive? There's a few of us in the chat, so I'll wait for a few of these answers to come in. Guys, if you are watching on X, as long as you give the channel a follow, it would really, 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 really be appreciated. Oh, 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 Big G, the check's in the post, man. Oh, cheers, man. Cheers, man. The check's in the post. The check's in the post. Okay. Oh, I like that one. Oh, cheers, man. Yes, let's say 15. We'll take that. That means everybody who's passed through has we've jumped on and passed through has hit the button. Obviously, I did contemplate getting an Arsenal, sorting out getting an Arsenal guy on the reaction show, but yeah, I wasn't brave enough for that. Maybe I'll be brave enough to look for somebody who supports Fulham next week to come on the reaction show. But look, I've kept it short. I've kept it personal. We're gonna be back tomorrow. 9 o'clock. Hopefully, Rebel should be back tomorrow. I'm hoping he's not gonna have that red mabel head, that mad rebel head on him. Calm is hopefully back tomorrow. Yabba should be back tomorrow. We'll make sure that we get Rio as well. So it'll be a full panel. We'll have the discussion. There should be a little bit of negativity. There's going to be a lot of positivity from me and Yabba. That's for sure, boy. I tell you. Big G, I've seen your message. I can't put that on screen. You know what, Steph? I saw your message. It was me that answered you in the chat. In it, what I'm gonna do? We had to get something out, and it didn't click to me to say it's a pre-record until you mentioned it. So anytime that anybody in the channel does a pre-record, I'm gonna make sure that we even put it in the right in the chat, or we get it said before, because Sony, I thought, oh yeah, we never do pre-records. But look, that's typical, isn't it? That's something that I would always mess up on. But look, guys, I'm gonna be back tomorrow. The positivity is not gonna go. 100%, I can feel it. I said I'm a football coach, and I saw in pre-season what was happening. We're unlucky today. I'm gonna put it down to buying there. I don't care what anybody says about Arsenal. I'm not bothered. I think we were better than them today. I think we deserved to win, and we were unlucky. I know I'm going to get a lot of, oh, it's all about the result. I get it. I understand that. But we're not in the same race as Arsenal. We're not in the same race as Arsenal. This season was never about challenging Arsenal for first or second. They've done what they needed to do. we didn't do what we needed to do. But guess what? I know we will. The positivity of finishing higher than 15th remains. And after one game, you can't say you're going to be finishing here, there, or anywhere. But we're going to surprise a few people. We're going to shock a few people, and guaranteed we're not going to be as bad as we were last season. Me, Mr. B, we're out.